Hey everybody, this is Yard King. I want to show you guys my new toy here. This is my Trek Domane. Domane 4. It's a really pretty color. It's a blue that kind of fades to black with the silver Trek. I have a friend that's making fun of me because they're Dallas Cowboy colors. I didn't even think about that when I got it. I just think it looks cool. Look, I'm already missing the cap. I gotta figure that out. I think I might know where that is. So, anyhow, give you a quick review. I wrote it the other day, and this is online. This is a $1,700 bike, but because it's December, and it's the end of the year, I got it for $1,500. And I was told at the shop this is actually what they're running with this next year. This is a 4th generation. I want to kind of go over some things. Oh, check it out. They had some Von Traeger used pedals that they had. They just put it on there. Baby girl, sweetie, don't bounce so hard, okay? So they also have some Shimano Tigra shifters for front and the back, and the brakes are Shimano with the 2 brake pads on both sides. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, this definitely brakes a lot better than. So they're double piston. This one right here, I think, is a single piston from my Trek Marlin. And this bike does brake better. And it is, I've always did mountain bikes, and I just took my mountain bike on the road. Without a doubt, this is much faster. As a matter of fact, on my first trip, it was just kind of a warm-up trip to get my butt used to the seats again. Because I'm not sure if you ever familiar with, sweetie. I'm not sure if you ever remember starting out, your butt hurts and you got to get used to it. And so I only rode like a little over 8 miles. Well, there was the same route as I've done with this bike. And it literally was almost, not quite, 2 miles an hour average faster pace on that ride. You know, going up hills and down hills. And to me, that's just amazing because you got this. These tires are way smaller, but it's the gearing. It's not just the tires. I don't think it's the gearing. When I go down a hill and I get top speed and I'm pedaling on this Trek Marlin, it's like I can pedal as fast as I can, and it's like my legs are going a million miles an hour with no resistance. I can put this going downhill and not even being in the top gear, but especially if you go to the top gear, I can go down the hill and still pedal with resistance. And I have no idea, like this one hill I was going, I actually had to stop pedaling because I didn't feel safe going any faster than I was. I was flying. I'm sure I was going past 30. The phone app that I use does not tell me what my top end speed. I might try to switch phone apps because of that. But it was just telling me what my average pace was. And I think it was 11.5 miles an hour when the previous was like 9.5. So that is way faster. And so that's what I feel like the main thing. So a couple things I want to improve on eventually, and this is eventually, this is no time soon. This is as the months go by. Maybe my birthday's in the spring, so perhaps maybe I'll do one of these things. Is with this bike here, you can actually, it actually has room to go a bigger tire. And that's one of the guys was telling me, is that this bike has space to go with a smaller size. What? Be careful, Audrey. gravel tire. So you can change this tire into a gravel tire, and yes, that will slow it down some. I know it will. But at the same time, one of the differences I did feel between this bike and my Marlin is you do feel every single bump in the road, and it can kind of make your back feel those bumps after a while. So what I'm thinking about doing is just going ahead and changing those tires out, which means there'll be more padding between me and more in the road, because I can go like 30 psi in this, you know, and these ones, it's 60 to 75 psi, and they're smaller. There's not as much cushion, and so you really do feel those bumps. And I feel like that changing the tire out to a gravel tire will fix that. And what I've learned online is a lot of people say that's your first step. And you know, there's other things you can do. You can actually get seat posts that actually have suspension in them or something like that. So there's other things if that doesn't work. But check it out. It's a cool bike. So this is our bike collection. We got the Trek Domane AL. This is aluminum 4. It's about, in this size, we're looking about 22 pounds. I know they get way lighter than that, but I'm telling you, if you've never held a road bike, it feels so light at that weight. Like I don't see what making it, you know, 2 or 4 pounds lighter would even do for me. And we got the Trek Marlin 7. That's my mountain bike. And eventually, I'm going to have to get a new seat for that. And I want to get a dropper post. And eventually change the tires out to something more aggressive. This is my wife's bike. And the only thing I want to do with this one is to potentially get a dropper post, an external dropper post, just like mine. This is my kid's Norco. This is a kid's bike. Really nice kid's bike, but it's still a kid's bike. So you don't have to really upgrade this one because he's going to outgrow it. So anyhow, tell me what you think, man. It's a fast bike. Trek Domane 4.